0. Okay. So now this is your boundary condition. This is your initial condition. Of course, there may be question arises for you that why we are not defining initial condition in the case of subproblem 1. Because since this is a second order differential equation, partial differential equation, and here it is a function of x only, you can solve this in a general integration method. So in that, if there exist any constants, you can solve that, you can find out the value of that constant using boundary condition alone. But here this is again a wave equation. You cannot find out the solution without having initial conditions. That's why we are choosing initial condition as well as boundary condition for subproblem 2. Okay, the solution to subproblem 1 can be obtained by direct integration. Solution of problem 2 is given by, I will write the final solution. V of x comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity sine of n pi x by a into an cos cn pi by a into t plus bn into sine n pi c by a into t. Here an is equal to 2 by a integral over 0 to a h of xi sine n pi by a into xi d xi, and bn is equal to 2 by a 0 to a g of xi into sine n pi xi by a into dz. This part you have already solved in your previous session. That's why I have written it directly. Even while solving problem, you can take this step directly. So now using this method, let us solve one problem. This is the given problem. UTT is equal to uxx minus pi square sine pi x. So in the place of f of x, we have minus pi square sine pi x. Initial condition is u of x comma 0 sine 3 pi x, ut of x comma 0 is 0, and boundary condition is u of 0 comma t is equal to 0 and u of 1 comma t is equal to 0. The first step is solution of equation 1 will be of the form u of x comma t is equal to capital U of x plus v of x comma t. I will call this as equation number 6. Now I have to find out UTT and UXX, then I should substitute that to my equation number 1. So UTT will be VTT and UXX will be UXX plus VXX. So substitute this in your equation number 1, you will get VTT is equal to UXX plus VXX minus pi square into sine pi x. Now I will group VTT terms and UXX with f of x function. So you will get two solutions here. One is VTT is equal to VXX. I will call this as equation number 7. And one more is UXX is equal to pi square into sine pi x. I will call this as equation number 8. So now using initial condition 2, equation 2 is u of x comma 0 is equal to sine 3 pi x. If I use equation 2 in my equation number 6, I will get sine 3 pi x is equal to u of 0 plus v of 0 comma, u of x in plus v of x comma 0. So v of x comma 0 is equal to sine 3 pi x minus u of x. I will call this as equation number 9. So again from equation 3, that is ut of x comma 0 is equal to 0. I have to differentiate equation 6 with respect to t once, so that I will get ut of x comma t is equal to Vt of x comma t. If I use my initial condition here, I will get Vt of x comma t is equal to x comma 0 is equal to 0. I will call this as equation number 10. Now from equation 7, now I should use my boundary conditions. So from equation number 4, that is u of 0 comma t is equal to 0, I will get u of 0 plus v of 0 comma t is equal to 0. So this implies u of 0 equal to 0 and v of 0 comma t is equal to 0. Okay, so from 5, that is u of 1 comma t is equal to 0, I will get u of 1 plus v of 1 comma t is equal to 0. This implies u of 1 is equal to 0. I will call this as equation number 13, and v of 1 comma t is equal to 0. That is equation number 14. Now I have to set two sets of problem. I should write two sets of problem now. One is for u and another is for v. For subproblem 1, what I will do, I will assume utt as 0. So I will get uxx is equal to pi square sin pi x. Uxx is equal to pi square sin pi x. Okay, the boundary conditions are u of 0 is equal to 0 and u of 1 is equal to 0. So if I integrate this twice, I will get the solution for u. Let's integrate. Ux is equal to pi square is constant, sin pi x is nothing but minus 1 over pi into cos pi x plus constant c1. Pi gets cancelled. We will get minus pi cos pi x plus c1. This is ux. Now again integrate ux with respect to x. You will get u minus pi into 1 over pi sin pi x plus c1x plus c2. Pi gets cancelled. U is equal to minus sin pi x plus c1x plus c2. Now use your boundary conditions in order to find out c1 and c2. U, this is nothing but ux, isn't it? So u of 0 is equal to sin 0 is 0, c1 into 0 is 0, c2. Since u of 0 is 0, you will get c2 is equal to 0. Now I have to find out c1. For that I will use this condition. So u of 1 is equal to 0 means 0 is equal to minus sin pi plus c1. c2 is 0. I will not write c2. So c1 will be equal to 0 again. Why c1 becomes 0 here? Because sin 180 is 0. So you will get c1 is equal to 0. Now your solution will become u is equal to minus sin pi x. So I will call this as equation number 15. Now let's define subproblem 2. Subproblem 2. So how you will define your subproblem 2? You will consider your f of x is 0. So you will get utt is equal to uxx, but you will change u to v. So subproblem 2 will be vtt is equal to vxx. Here we will get initial condition as well as boundary condition. So boundary conditions will be v of 0 comma t is 0 and v of 1 comma t is equal to 0. Initial condition will be v of x comma 0 is equal to h of x. In method I have shown you that h of x, but h of x is f of x minus u of x. So you have found out v of x comma 0, that is nothing but your h of x now. What you got in the place of v of x comma 0? This is your v of x comma 0 from equation 9. So v of x comma 0 is sine 3 pi x minus u of x. Your u of x is minus sine pi x. If you substitute here, you will get sine 3 pi x plus sine pi x. This is your one initial condition. So another will be vt of x comma 0. You have to differentiate your v of x comma 0 with respect to t. You will get 0. Okay. So now the solution of subproblem 2 is, since there is no g of x, there will be no bn terms. So v of x comma t will be equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x into cos n pi t. You can compare that with your method. So in the problem a is 1, so sin n pi x I have written as it is, cos n pi t as it is, a is 1 and an as it is. Since there is no g of x, your bn will be equal to 0. Now an will be equal to 2 by a, that is 2 itself, 0 to 1, f of xi or f of x. So you will get, this is your f of x. So you will get sin 3 pi x plus sin pi x into sin n pi x into dx. You can change x to function xi also, no problem. So if you multiply and since there is a plus, you can split the integral. You will get an is equal to 2 into integral 0 to 1 sin 3 pi x sin n pi x into dx plus 2 into integral over 0 to 1 sin pi x into sin n pi x dx. In general, you can write this as 2 into integral over 0 to 1 sin p pi x into sin q pi x dx. So this will be equal to 1 if p is equal to q. If p and q are equal, you will get the value 1. If p is not equal to q, you will get the value 0. Okay. So that means for our problem, an is equal to 1 if n is equal to 1 and 3. Here it is 3, here it is 1, right? So 1 and 3, and it is 0 otherwise. So the final solution will be v of x comma t is equal to sin pi x cos pi t plus sin 3 pi x cos 3 pi t. This is the final solution. That is, I will call this as equation number 16. Now substitute this in equation number 6. Here you have to substitute u of x and v of x comma t. U of x is minus sin pi x. This is u of x comma t. U of x is what? Minus sin pi x